Alright, let's do this, I guess. So yeah, hi everyone, I'm gonna make a dupe tutorial, and I'm actually streaming this right now. But if this actually goes into video form, then it'll become a video, and then yeah. Anyway, so duping, what am I referring to? It's actually just like when you start cherry poppers 5 times and you instantly pass it with that glitch that I explained in my tutorial. But if you're already experienced with the game and stuff and you just want to, you know, learn the dupes and that's all, then you can just watch this, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna have a save after Copland, and I have it at the printworks actually. But let's pretend I don't have the printworks. So it would actually be taken in the Sunny phone call after Copland, or any phone call really works, as long as you have a phone call running. And then you go into this spot, like in the corner of this little piece of dust on the floor, and you save replay over it, and then you run towards the printworks, and then you buy it. Doesn't matter how you buy it. You can do it like I do it, where I buy it and activate the rampage at the same time, but you can just buy it normally. And then I'd recommend making a save, like right here. And then what you want to do is you want to line up like here or so on the right side of the marker, and then you want to jump and press F3. But you want to time it so like you press F3 in the middle of your jump and not too early, and you want to make sure you're still holding W as you're doing the jump. So sort of like this. And hopefully you will start the mission and the rampage at the same time. Yo, boot. Afterwards you want to make a replay like right about here, real quick. That's going to be your save warp replay for later on. Here you want to like walk and then do the animation where you slash the taxi with your katana, so that you're not like standing still while slashing it. Sometimes the taxi will run away or like drive away anyway, angrily, but if it stops then take it. If it doesn't stop then just run to the PCJ, because it's not a huge deal. This isn't good music. No, not this. Anyway, you're gonna want to basically get to the docks as quickly as possible. Just, you know, as if you were in a speedrun, but in this case it's more dire that you get there earlier. Because you could softlock the game if you get into the marker on the boats, like after the rampage timer runs out. It could happen, but it's not guaranteed, so yeah, waffles. Pretty good. If you don't have armor, I'd recommend grabbing armor, just because you never know. Want to slash that guy maybe, just in case, if you can. And hold shift when you're running into this marker, so you run into the boat and not walk. And then this fancy jump where you hold SD and shift and then jump. Or backwards, right, and sprint, and then jump. If I don't want to go into specific controls that I have bound to myself and myself only. And now we're going to drive back to the printworks, but we're going to take this little bit of a fancy route. We're going to turn left at these trees here. Oh god. Whatever. Let's just pretend that never happened. So yeah, we're going to turn left at those trees there, the 2 trees. Right before them. We're going to take this wanted bribe. And then we're going to go through this alleyway here and take this other wanted bribe. Slow down before taking it though, so you don't go right through it. And then press F3. You're going to warp back here, and you'll have no stars, and that'll be the mission pass marker. And what you're going to want to do is just get off your bike, walk into the marker, pass the mission while the phone call is ringing, because there'll be a phone call when I get off. And then you want to start the duping process, because this is just like a big setup, basically, what I just did. But yeah, it should be self-explanatory if you're familiar with the game. But I'll explain some other things that aren't self-explanatory, I guess. But yeah, start the mission, don't cancel the phone call yet. And now here you want to run up to the bike and then press F, so you have more leeway. Because what you want to do is basically you want to get into the Cherry Popper's van and then leave it, get on your bike, and then save warp back without getting the phone call again first. Though I have rain, so that might not be happening. Okay, yeah, I messed it up. Anyway, so this is likely to happen if you're beginning. If you're not beginning, then what you can do is basically what I'll be doing with the cheetah, but with the PCJ. So basically what you see in the world record video is what you're going to want to do. But anyway, if this happens and you get the phone call before you get back on the bike, or you cancel it by accident or something because you were too slow, then you take the police cheetah here, and I want to break off the door, so I'm going to break off the door. Yeah, break off the door. Thank you. Alright, then press F3 and F6, or F3 and your side mission key, which for me is F6 because I'm weird. And you want to, if you time it right, then you'll start Vigilante and save warp at the same time. So you'll be on Vigilante and there's going to be marks on the map. Then you're going to hold middle mouse button and get out while still holding it down. And any key that is bound to look behind, like caps lock, should also work, I think, by default. But for me, middle mouse button will work. So I get out, and then I wait for a phone call. If the phone call comes, then I let go of middle mouse button. It'll cancel Vigilante, and then I can jump in the marker and resume the duping process. For me, the phone call came right away, but normally, if you're going fast, then you'll have to wait like 15 seconds perhaps for the phone call to arrive. So this is the second time I'm doing it. Made it quickly enough. And this is how you chain it. It's like this. You're gonna get back here, then you're gonna get the phone call. The mission passes, then you can start a mission while on the phone call. And then you start the mission with the phone call, and then you cancel the phone call, and then you can, you know, it's kind of a cycle that kind of alternates, which is pretty cool. There's 3. And yeah, if you ever mess it up and you get the phone call before you get in the vehicle, then you can just do what I did earlier on, where I started Vigilante and save warped at the same time, and then you hold the middle mouse button, and then once you are getting the phone call, you can let go and resume this stuff. There's 4. Yeah, duping is easy in this version. If you look at the duping in like the other versions, like the international version, it was, you know, a lot more reliant on timing and stuff. It's really frustrating. It wasn't even consistent, but I mean it was mostly consistent if you were good, but even then. And there's 5. And on the 5th time, you're gonna want to start the mission and then take the phone call without canceling it or anything. If you mess it up on the last time, then you basically just, you know, hold the middle mouse button, you let go on the phone call, you start the mission, and then you take the phone call. So, you know, same thing, but you take two together, or you put two together, whatever. And ideally you do this all with the PCJ, but I messed up and I don't want to re-record this, so I'll do it with the cheetah. You know. Anyway, you're gonna drive down here, and hopefully you still have the long lance call in the queue, because you're gonna need that. Park the cheetah around there, do the phone call glitch.
Tommy, we gotta talk about stuff.
And then, when that line starts, bump into her 4 times by going back and forth. And that will shorten 4 of the lines in the phone call, which will cause a lot less waiting later on. Now we're gonna wait. And then snipe the courier when we're ready, when she's above the land.
Just take it easy. This is tough enough without you getting all emotional on me. Trust me. You hear me? Do you hear me?
Tell him. Get the plane.
Just relax. Take a few days off. Okay? I'll talk to you.
Yeah, I guess so. Just like this one thing. And then you're gonna want to press F3 for the save warp. It won't activate just yet, but it will in a second. Or like 5 seconds, I guess. Boom, here we are. We're gonna get out, do the phone call glitch again,
Tommy, it's me, Lance.
and set up this jump here. So we're gonna align ourselves with like straight up with the back, facing backwards, or our back facing the marker.
Give me a spare slice, you know?
Around there, jump, and then hold forward. So you're gonna want to be walking backwards, and then leave your keyboard alone. When Lance is saying, you know, in that line, he's like, give me a fair slice, you know, and then once that line is over, then do the jump. He'll jump backwards, but then hold forwards once you have done jumping. And yeah, then you should end up not starting the mission a second time and all that. And then you glitch some cars, shoot them, that, and got the collector call, I think. Yes.
Hey, oh, Tommy,
So I didn't mess up.
we got a situation over at Brentwood. You better go and check it out.
So yeah, that's duping.
Things are messed up. I gotta go.
I think I screwed up and didn't screw up in every way possible. So that should be like covering a lot of duping stuff in one go. But yeah, again, as always, if you have any questions, just hit me up or hit someone else up if you think I'll be annoyed or something. I don't know. Just ask. People will help you. But yeah, that's all.